Hey there, fellow dwarves, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. Episode 2, Renovating an Ancient Home. I'm doing a little bit of organization here where we have, let's do gems, wood, metals, fabrics, and then I'll build another chest for consumables. And the lore book I have is going to be stored somewhere completely different. Alright, I did want to get the iron hammer. And then the heirloom shield is a higher tier shield than the shield I have. That would be nice to have. So I'm going to create an ingot with the ore that I have and create the shield. So with this iron hammer, I can repair walls up to their full integrity. And it also visually changes the way it looks, so that it kind of looks a bit nicer. One of the reasons why I grabbed this is if I wanted to rip out this door frame so that I can make it a wall, I'm going to need to, or I'd want to repair the floors ahead of time so that I don't accidentally delete the floor. Oh, get me? Okay. Idle threat, I see. There, as you can see, you know, whatever you want to destroy, you can destroy, for the most part. And if we want to refurb this building, the external walls are probably the most important to keep intact. As without them, we are going to get destroyed by sieges. Let's also rebuild this statue. So I'll show you the blueprinting method. We got half of the blueprints for Iron Hill gloves, which is tier 1 armor for your hands, obviously. Alright, I don't yet have the correct looking material to replace this wall. Without spoiling too much, I only have access to stone, and this stuff is called granite. Eventually we can build granite, but not yet. I'd have to get granite first. So what I'll do is I'll put a temporary wall here, knowing that we can eventually replace it with a granite one that will look more appropriate in that spot. So once I button up this base a little bit so that we have doors, I will poll you guys about what you want me to work on next. And I wanted to break this entirely so that I only have one door to protect. Any ability to get the overall integrity percentage of a building? No. Because there isn't really a concept of individual buildings. They're just individual blocks. There are blocks that are all linked to the building, if you will. Let's do a crude window here, though. It's not really centered, right? There we go. So what we have left to do is put a door in here. Now, a lot of the things can overlap, so I don't necessarily have to rip out the old door. I can just, like, overlay a new one, which I think I'm going to do for now, just in case the staircase is linked to the door. I don't want to delete the staircase, too. You want to fight? I bet you disappear. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's a story reason for that happening, if you're wondering. It's not just a bug. Alright, let's get that nicer shield, the heirloom shield. And then that happily replaces the wooden log I was running around with on my arm. So, what do you want me to do next will be up to you. Work on a story goal. So if we vote on that, I would want to follow my map to the highway entrance to try to figure out how to essentially get out of here. If you want me to improve the base, I could fix things up and throw in some like temporary walls, because obviously this is pretty rough. I could improve my weapons, tools, and armor by repairing the statues and obtaining iron and coal to be able to forge better stuff. I could explore new areas or gather needed supplies like food, etc. One of the next things I'm probably going to build here is a repair smithy.
Then we'll kill them all.
A repair smithy is going to allow me to repair my tools rather than have to forge new ones regularly. And repairing tools is really inexpensive in this game. So it is twilight, not quite nighttime. Let's go fetch the remainder of my stuff in the temporary camp. I'm also going to take a look at this chest here.
A dwarven chest. Let's get you open, see what you're keeping secret.
So, this is a quest chest where I have to forge a key to open it. And, once I have more iron, I can build that key. But for the most part, we have, gutted this camp, which I am no longer using. Yeah, this game is very open world in that there is a story, but there's also a sandbox mode if you don't want a story, and you can just do whatever. You're not forced necessarily to go do story stuff, which I rather like. So, in terms of the base, I am also going to add another chest over maybe right in front of the meal table. And this will be for food. And I'll try to remember where everything is roughly supposed to go. But it's also really easy to do because you can just deposit similar. So that book is part of a larger thing. You can collect those books to build something called a build lore case. There's also build lore scrolls, and it gives you a temporary passive buff that makes building potentially free, I guess is the way to put it. And I'm just trying to repair the things that are like really low on integrity, so that if I swing my axe like inside once, the whole base doesn't, you know, crumble as a result. And I'm mostly concerned about the external wall security. Not that I'm going to be attacked by a goblin siege anytime soon, but it will eventually happen. I can't wait to have an actual lamp out front. Looks like we're going to improve the base, and I am going to decide build a repair smithy. is going to be the way I want to improve the base next. I might also build some lights. Running around with the torch is fine, but, you know, having a base inside that doesn't require me to, like, run around with the torch would be nice. Some of these pillars are real broken back here. There was a repair smithy in a nearby house, yeah. Oh, I am under siege. I've made enough noise with my hammer. Perfect. You want to fight?
Bring the big guy.
Get out of my home. Shouldn't have left the door open.
We got orcs.
My poor door. Get out. Stop hitting my walls. You can see why I was repairing the walls.
That's one more for me.
And they're dead. That's right. Siege is ended. So, that was the first siege. If you make enough noise, they'll be attracted to the noise you're making. Normally, there's a bit of a warning ahead of time, and I'll show you that UI element once we have access to it. The game just didn't assume that I would be, like, building before anything else, so we haven't, like, got introduced to the siege mechanics just yet, but that's fine. Alright. My character is tired. So tired is total stamina is greatly reduced, and I have to rest to restore energy. So I'll be doing that in just a second. And that's why I wanted a repair smithy, because I just broke my hammer. Alright, let's get to sleep. Oh, the other thing that you could do is you can prep your... I'm going to prep my breakfast now. And then I'll wake up to breakfast. Food does spoil, but it won't spoil too quickly. Alright. So in order to get a repair smithy, I am going to want some iron. And I think I'm staring at some right here. Mining song time.
A day of toil by pick and soil, pour over ore till days end. Way, hey, when the work is done, fill in my hand by the hearth. Ha ha ha! Yes!
My pick broke. I need one wood scrap to make a new one. There we go. So yes, your shields never break. I don't know why that in the game mechanic is a thing, but it's appreciated. So I decided to just mine this out. A little bit. Oh, sunlight. Burning my eyes here. And I think for the old pick... In fact, I'm gonna be loyal to the old pick. So let's go ahead and throw this pick. R, as in Romeo, is the throw button. Did I get it up there? Not quite. Because I don't need two picks. Ooh, I like the flooring here. That's a really nice, like, sewer grate. Here, rat, fetch. Apparently he doesn't know fetch. Okay, repair smithy. This is going to require another ingot. I think just one, because we found a... we found a repair over here that's going to be a lot cheaper to fix than building a new. Was it here? And salvaging what already exists is going to be a lot less expensive. Let's go find where that repair forge was. Oh, likewise, I'm going to throw... No, I don't want to throw my... I plan on eventually living in there, so let's not trash that up. You wonder if they'll just add in a destroy item method? Probably eventually. There are some, like, places that you can dump things. It's really not a game mechanic that is annoying. Ooh, more build lore tomes. Where was that smithy? We can poke around a bit for it. Yeah, considering we're in an underground ruin, adding a bit more debris isn't a problem. Exactly. Who's gonna complain? I don't have... Well, I do have neighbors, but not ones that I care about their opinion. To be sure. Alright, so the repair smithy by default is 5 ingots. Let's see if we can bring down that cost. I'm also, just to traverse the world a little bit, I'm gonna get one of these swift consumables to make me zoomies. Wasn't it the opposite house? I thought it was. Let me go check again. Did I miss it? Maybe it was destroyed by the goblins. Or was it upstairs? I don't see anything up there. Oh, what was in that hole? Fine. You're gonna make me quick platform? That's fine. Oh! Farm patches! Oh, damn! There was like a whole secret structure back here. This dude had quite the backyard. I guess it wasn't that secret. I'm just blind. Oh, there's the repair. Alright. I need an oh, that irony of that. I broke my iron hammer, and I need an iron hammer in order to make the smithy. So, we're gonna have to make another iron hammer. Whoops. So that I need one more ingot. And for one more ingot, I did have the coal. Perfect. Alright, so we'll have that in just a second. Alright. Now I need even more iron to repair that, which means I need coal again. We found, let's go back to the coal node that I had. And now I regret throwing my old pick away, because this pick is, still broken. There we go. Okay. Now we're getting coal for that iron. And then we'll be moving. Then we'll be cooking. The other pick wasn't far. It's also just a few metal fragments and a few pieces of wood for a pick. They're very insignificant in terms of cost. All the initial tools are. So there's no more iron there. Got it. What I could start doing is to dig... So in the map here, it's procedurally generated as like building blocks. Oh, here's the other pick. And the way to get to new sections are often dirt paths like this. And then you can open up more of the map. So like this next room opens up in all directions. So it's just a giant cross fork. And within these sections there is often minables within the walls. So I'm looking up at the walls, seeing what kind of resources there are. And collectible plants. So there's like iron there, for instance. Collectible plants. Statues to be rebuilt. Sometimes other points of interest. So this is like an old brew house of sorts. I just brought the ceiling down on myself. Give me beer! And yes, there is beer in the game. And it's delicious and nutritious. Okay, more iron. So, if you ever want to mark anything down, you can hit X in your map mode. And I can just say, hey, there is iron here. And that way, in the future, I know, hey, I need more iron. I know exactly where it is. And I can run straight back to it. It's very handy to mark things down when you're exploring so that you don't get lost. So here's a statue to be rebuilt. So for instance, if I didn't have the stone to rebuild the statue, I could mark it down as like a historical object to be rebuilt in the future. So I highly, highly, highly suggest marking everything down. Again, the world is procedurally generated, so my map is going to be different from your map. It's based upon map seed. So if you're, if you're exploring, you gotta... There's no, like, online map to look things up at. Nope, here's even more iron. Following my own advice. So now we are in a corridor sort of behind... Oh, there's coal. Sort of behind the base. Because our base is, like, through this wall over there. Oh, hello. Did you want some? I thought not. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for the meat. Dummies. And now we have the blueprints to Iron Hill gloves. Most of the blueprints are unlocked through statues like that one, but some of the blueprints are unlocked through other means, which I won't get into just yet. Alright, so I came here for coal. This was not the closest coal seam, but this is the one I'm going after. Okay, apparently I am terrible at parkour. My inventory's full, but amber just dropped, so I'm going to drop cloth scraps for amber. Alright, we have a decent amount of coal. Let's bring this back. and make the repair smithy. And that will make our life a little bit easier. And what to do next will be up to you. If you want me to continue improving the base, that's cool. If you want me to do something else, that's cool too. Hello, sweet home. I'll make 2 ingots. So here are the blueprints for the gloves, and I'm just missing 2 ingots for them. And the second ingot that I'm queuing up can be the key, Ori's key. Alright, let's go fix that repair. Is there any benefit to blocking off the passages? It depends. In my case, if there are patrols that patrol around my neighborhood, I can stop them from patrolling by blocking it off. But it's not going to stop siege mechanics. The siege mechanics are going to find me no matter what. So having rebuilt this, I can just, if I put a hearth near here, so I would need a little bit more wood scrap, I can then salvage it and regain all the materials that would have cost to make it, saving myself 4 ingots. It's kind of nice. Because I don't want to have to cross the street every time. Yoink. Yoink. So, 5 ingots. So I spent 1, got 5. Pretty good deal. And now I'll plop that bad boy right where it belongs. In my own home. And my own home's looking a little dark. Let's fix that. There we go. Now it's comfy. Alright, repairing. Just cost metal fragments. I literally just repaired all my gear for almost nothing. Alright, I don't need 2 picks. Ooh, nice. I got some simple rations. So there's 2 types of food in this game. There are meals that are on meal tables, and then there are rations that you can carry around with you. As you can think of rations as like health potions. Crude health potions. And having them is really... I cannot stress this enough. Just don't... When you're doing a lot of exploration, don't leave home without the ability to tend to your needs while you're away. Because you can very easily find yourself in a situation where you're like stuck and stranded in a new location without the means to take care of yourself, and feeling a mite bit screwed. So, you've been warned. So we'll put these rations on the bar down there. I don't really need coal on me, so I'm going to put the coal in here. I like to carry at least a little bit of stone around with me, so I can repair statues as needed. And then, I don't think I need 2 hammers. I'll put my other hammer away in case I, like, lose it or something. Okay, we are going to improve my weapons. Got it. Mentioned earlier, a scavenger backpack. It's actually a scout backpack, and you start with a scout backpack. So, yeah, I don't need to make a new backpack, if that's what you're wondering. So it's early evening. I think the best way to have me improve my tools is for me to explore for statues to repair. So let's go out here and poke around a bit looking for statues to fix up, and also marking down any resources. So this was the other coal seam, obviously. So let's mark this. So fragments are very farmable. In fact, you're just never going to need them. Their fragments are all over the floors, everywhere. So like, this is metal fragments. Or no, that's cloth scraps, but you get the idea. The metal fragments are just like on the ground everywhere you go, and you pick them up. And it only takes a few metal fragments to fix your stuff, and it's very inexpensive. Plus, you can like just break just about anything for materials as well. So most everything can be scrapped and salvaged if you want. All right, let's go to a new region, because I've already been through here already, marking down all the resources that are found. So yeah, here's some metal fragments on the ground. Oh, we got more coal. So there's a new region we haven't been to this way. And at some point I should turn back, because it is nighttime. But my energy bar is still pretty high. I hear something behind these walls. Probably wolves. Yep. Oh, that was rude. Here. So here's a smithy, obviously. This is probably going to have another, maybe another repair in here. Here's a bunch of wood. I really like when the smithies have coal that you can collect. Sometimes even ingots. You never know. Like, there's a lot of exploration to be had in this game, and you can find some really nice things and make use of it. We've got a statue. Rebuild that. Iron Hills armor. Nice. Oh, and a chest. Word of advice. These loot chests... Oh, and here's a build lore scroll. These repair chests, when you loot them, destroy them. Because if you ever find them again, and you're like, ooh, chest, and you've already looted it, it's going to be empty. And it's a little frustrating to like go out of your way to get to a chest that is empty. So I always just bust them up. Save myself the effort of searching them twice. Alright, we have another iron. Runes on the wall? Good question. I don't know. I didn't see what you saw. There's also a lot to be said for searching vertically, not just horizontally. This game does a really good job of having, like, loot locations with, like, good loot in the basements or up in the attics. Usually, there are some points of interest which are going to be more lucrative, but often scavenging and searching are rewarded. And now we have a blueprint for the Iron War Axe. Getting pretty far away from home, but I haven't really run into any danger yet. Oh, so up ahead is a new biome. There's a bunch of game mechanics at play right now. So this here is shadow. And if you stand in shadow too long, you become affected by despair, which is like, you could think of it as poison damage over time. There are ways to protect yourself from shadow, but essentially the game does not early on want you venturing in shadow, because it will hurt. The shadow debuff will eventually go away on its own, but not after it like leeches a quarter of your health or something like that. And this is a monument to Durin. So let's sing.
Was young, the mountains green, no stain yet on the moon was seen, no words were laid on stream or stone when Durin woke and walked alone. He named the nameless hills and dells, he drank from yet untasted wells. He stooped and looked in mirror and saw a crown of stars appear as gems upon a silver thread above the shadow of his head.
Till Durin wakes from sleep.
So there's a few of these special monuments around, which tell the tale of Durin, the king in the late Second Age. And singing to it makes me undaunted, so it replenishes my energy. As you can see, I am no longer tired. I'm
I
hungry,
hear water
but not
behind
tired.
this wall. Could be a shortcut to the mines.
In this-
Time to dig.
In this case, not only that, but it dispelled the shadow that was here. So this is no longer a shadow-blighted area. The Ori carvings, I've already collected. As I did mention, you get more of them than is needed. So I can effectively ignore them now. And the character just pointed out that he hears running water. Ooh, a loot chest. Ah, cram. So cram is like a more helpful version of the sausage that I found. As you can see, there's just so many nooks and crannies to explore here, but I am going to go through here. Notice from the king. King's High Order. By order of King Durin III, this area is shut to all under penalty of exile. Well, that doesn't sound very good. Wizard's Mark. These runes are the markings of Wizard Thorkin. Here's what's written. The magic of the elves is strong here. A wizard searches for Thrain. Gandalf. Thank you for tuning in to Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 6th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that I've asked for no spoilers, so don't spoil anything. Thank you. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow dwarves.